Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started.
And we are underway from Kansas City.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, Ripley.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling.
He's across midfield. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big play there on the first play of the game. 54 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Mahomes.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 11. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
Well, Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Ritter to throw it. That's out wide here for Robinson.
So they'll get nothing out of that play. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ritter's throw taken in by London. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. Room here to run. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Mahomes to throw on second down. A dump down to McKinnon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4.
Now here's Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ritter from the gun.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll run with Patterson.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson, 27 yards.
And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 54 yards.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go. Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a couple. Robinson with another carry.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Meanwhile, Ritter's thrown into the hands of Pitts here.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out,
and the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Mahomes throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. He's across midfield, through the middle of the field.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling 75 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as it used to be, huh?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ritter and London team up there. First down, Atlanta.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Clock keeps moving.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 43, here's second and a yard.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
7 yards there and a first down.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. That's going to be caught by Pitts.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Drake London
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Chiefs. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Back to the air on second down. Here's Ritter again. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
On play action, here's Ritter. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 46. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Ritter back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelce. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the line. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And they'll run again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And McKinnon is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
So a definite surprise there. They try the fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A run by Pacheco on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Well, he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game, 1st and 10 here.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow.
3 yards remain for second down.
Attack, attack.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful? And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Chris Jones on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Second and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Ritter. That he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll run for it with Robinson. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he shortened the line to gain. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Yellow.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running left to give to Pacheco. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 77 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Yellow.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we
About
go.
set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 1st down, Ritter.
Wide open receiver, complete. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
And the Falcon 1st down.
Ready. Fight. 97.
1st down, here's Ritter.
Buying time to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Robinson up the middle.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson
Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Coup for the extra point.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Chiefs 45, Falcons 35.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, the Falcons got it. Yep, Atlanta football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. London holds this one in, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Here comes second down at 5.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Black Ultra.
Here's Ritter.
And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. 4th down, big play. Here's Ritter.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top